Unlike my skirt. This is what happens when you have females at a tech event, right? And they did find a female, that's pretty good. But there are a heck of a lot of women here. There still could be more, exactly. So let's just make sure there are more next year. I wrote a few notes because I flew in yesterday and, jet lag, it's a real thing. So I'm honoured to receive this award and the acknowledgement of the work that I've been doing to build the tech sector in New Zealand. It's work that I'm incredibly passionate about, and I find a lot of time and energy to work with New Zealand companies, big and small. But the reality was that I needed another trip to New Zealand like I needed a hole in the head. So when I was approached about coming out for the awards, I was really hesitant about it, and I almost declined. But ultimately, I wanted to be here, and without completely blowing smoke up all of your asses, it's because of all of you sitting in this room. I worked directly with two of the nominees, the Westpac team, who have just done incredible work, and are revolutionising the way the bank operates, far beyond just the technology. And Richard Kay, who's nominated for CIO of the Year tonight. That man needs a medal to do what he does across so many companies within a relatively low-tech environment is remarkable. And ultimately, this is the work that all of you do. I know the challenges you face, from the frustrations of innovation. How many dickheads do I have to talk to before you realize my genius? To how annoying we business people are to service. Right, Richard? But you're doing the mission-critical work for New Zealand, the work that must be done to accelerate our digital capability so that we're not left behind. And it's not just about uptime, performance, and hardware. It's not even about automation or data integrity. And while cybersecurity is critical, there's something more important, and that is mindset. Every resistant laggard that we can get excited about technology is an opportunity for New Zealand to perform at a greater speed. My mother was resistant to social media until she realized that Facebook was where all the good gossip was, and lots of knitting patterns as well. My father was finally shoved into getting a smartphone after being teased mercilessly for the relic he insisted on using. We recently got one of the more senior NZTers on my team using CRM, and excited as he saw that it could power up the work that he does. In a world that's facing massive job displacement from all the things we find cool in the world, from robots, automation, deep learning, and beyond, the opportunity for us and for New Zealand is to be ahead of the pack and bringing our community along with us. Instead of joblessness, we could potentially increase our productivity and capacity by redeploying digital noobs, that's a gaming term for you biz people in the house, as enablers and champions of a tech-enabled New Zealand. So it's a bit of a stretch vision, but I believe every push you make in your organizations to adopt agile principles, to get great data that's actively used, and to involve your teams in finding ways to automate manual work are all steps towards this being possible. Remember, you're not just working on the machines, you're also working on the humans. Well, anyway, a girl can dream. So it's an honor to break through and emerge from the poppy field and stand tall. But we all do this together. Our world is changing rapidly, and it's my privilege to be any small part of creating the future. Thanks, and enjoy tonight. You guys have all earned it, and then some. Thank you.
No, you've got to talk to another dickhead. Now, you weren't really supposed to do a speech. It's not sort of ongoing. But you did, and that means we can skip a few of the questions.
I think I got where I am by following the rules.
True. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we'll just skip to the real questions. Would you rather have 4 arms or 4 legs?
4 arms.
4 arms. Why?
Computers.
Oh, good answer. I already think that went through. Would you rather have fingernails out to here that you couldn't cut, or nostril hair down to here that you couldn't cut? Cool, good call. Now we both went to Victoria University, you may not know that, but I went there as well. So
apparently we were letting anyone in by then, yeah.
Just done equally as well. So, do you remember, just after the Science and Commerce block, if you're heading towards Fairley Terrace, there was a fenced off area in the middle of the grass and it had a sign on it that said guide dog toileting area. Did you ever wander past that and went, wow, that's great, but who's the sign for? Just wondering. Clearly some people are more observant than others, but you've done very well. Claudia, ladies and gentlemen.